Hi, my name is Kris, and today we're going to talk about gender. Sex and gender in the American culture get confused all the time. People think they're the same thing. In fact, most people don't even question gender at all. It's so infused in our daily lives, it is the norm. It is the norm, and that is why we just kind of go with the flow. But the norm can change. For example, women used to not work outside of the home. They used to work in the home only. It looked bad upon the man if the woman had to go to work outside the home, if he couldn't support his family and be the big, strong breadwinner. And now, more than ever, we have both men and women working outside the home and raising a family together. So that is a role that was changed. It took time, but it changed. If you actually stop and think about the actions that you're taking and the moves that you're making throughout your day, you will realize how much gender affects your life. Now, if you're lucky enough to be born female and then be assigned that gender role female and feel like that fits for you, great. Or lucky enough to be born male, be assigned the gender male, and feel that that fits for you, great. But there's a lot of people in between. I like to think of it as a good example of it is birds. If I wanted to be a bird watcher, I would get my binoculars and I would grab my field guide and I would go out and I would start looking at birds. Whoa, I see a finch. I get out my field guide, I look it up. Well, guess what? There's 25 different types of finches. There's a dozen different kinds of hawks and eagles. I mean, it goes on and on. So why wouldn't people be the same? We are all humans. We may be male, we may be female, sexually, but we're all different. So gender becomes something that is fluid and ambiguous. So what if we all had a chance to practice being fluid and ambiguous within our own culture and picking and choosing what feels right for you? And then you're saying, hey, this is who I am and this is who I'm going to be, and other people accepted you for that. That is what is good in the world. That is where we will find peace in the world. We have to stop defining and categorizing people and putting them in these different boxes, which is natural for us to do. We are taught from an early age to really pinpoint and be able to categorize and put you in a box, because if I can put you in a box, then I can understand you. I don't want somebody in a box. I want to understand you just for who you are. And I hope that you would do me the same courtesy back. Gender and sex, two very confusing things in our culture, and that there's going to be lots of talk about this on this website. We're going to have guest writers, maybe even speakers about gender, and everybody's going to see it differently because it's not the same for anybody. So welcome to the gender revolution, and I hope you understand why we need a revolution. Sex does not equal gender. Gender does not equal sex. We need to move forward.